Good late afternoon, early evening, and welcome to Bingham High School. We are in South Jordan at the Ron Thorne Stadium as the Miners are preparing to take on the team from Copper Hills, just a hop, skip, and a jump away over in West Jordan. Tonight is homecoming. We've got a whiteout by the student section. We'll show that a little bit later. Looks like we've got the band preparing for pregame ceremonies. Cheer squad. Everybody is raring to go, and it is another packed house here at the field. A little bit of open seating at the north end, but otherwise quite packed with quite a few people here. So thanks for joining. Let's get right to it. Let's talk about the schedule. Bingham comes into the contest with a 3-game winning streak on the line, hoping to make it 4 tonight. Overall record of 5-2. Copper Hills comes in on the exact opposite end of that with a record of 2-5. Next week, Bingham is over at West Jordan High School and then closes out the regular season on Thursday, October 13th, with a home game at with Riverton in the house, and that will be senior night. I mentioned earlier tonight is homecoming night. 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks from yesterday, actually, will be senior night. So looking forward to that, honoring the seniors, and that should be a lot of fun. Okay, let's take a look at the standings in Class 6A Region 3. West Jordan is at the top winning percentage-wise with a 5-1 record. Bingham number 2, tied with Mountain Ridge at 5-2. Riverton, Harriman, Copper Hills round out the 6 teams in Class 6A Region 3. As far as the rankings go, according to Max Preps, now we have a ranking by the RPI, so we'll get to that in just a second. But Max Preps statewide has Lehigh at the top at 7-0, Corner Canyon number 2, Bingham at number 6. If you isolate Class 6A in the Max Preps rankings, you'll see Corner Canyon is at the top, Bingham is at number 4. However, we have our own system here in the state of Utah. The UHSAA has implemented the RPI as of a few years ago. What the RPI is effectively a strength of schedule based on your own winning percentage, your opponent's winning percentage, and your opponent's winning percentage. 45%, 45%, and 10% respectively. At the top, we have Corner Canyon ranked 1. Now, what's interesting about the RPI, if you look at Corner Canyon's record, they are 2 losses. They have 2 fewer wins than Farmington, who is 7-1. And what that means is that is exactly what the RPI is intended to do. The RPI looks at your opponent's winning percentage and your strength of schedule and ranks you accordingly. So the last time I pulled this was week 5. This is the week 7 RPI, and Corner Canyon jumped up 5 spots to that number 1 spot. Farmington, Sky Ridge, American Fork, Lone Peak round out the top 5. Bingham comes in at number 6 in the RPI. Also jumping up 5 spots from 2 weeks ago, as did West Jordan. The big drop this week was Pleasant Grove, down 5 spots to number 8. So why does this even matter? Well, it matters because when you get to playoffs, this is how you are seated. When playoffs roll around, if they were to start today, Bingham would take that number 6 spot. And even more importantly, the top 8 seeds in the playoffs, if you're in the top 8 in the playoffs, you get a first week bye. So that week of October 21st, if you're in the top 8, you will not be playing. You'll be resting when everybody else is playing. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully we can stay in the top 8 and get that bye and then enter playoffs in round 2. Round 2 and round 3 are home site playoff games, which means the higher seed will host the game at their home field. Round 4 and 5 will take place up at the University of Utah mid-November. So that will be the semis and the championship game. So looking forward to that. Okay, we've got the band out on the field. So let's take a look at what's happening out there. We'll cut to the midfield line here. And we'll get rid of our audio and bring up the external microphones. So looking forward to tonight's contest. Thanks for joining, everybody. We have about 10 minutes until kickoff. And of course, as soon as I say that, the band stops playing. And we are going to have a national anthem now.
Dreams of Bingham High.
Okay, so here we go with the national anthem. And a fantastic job by the band, as always, with the national anthem. As you can see by the flag over at the south end of the stadium, the wind is typical this time of night. It's hopefully going to die down once that sun does finally set. But we do have a pretty good breeze out of the north. Temperature is in the low 60s right now, and it is definitely going to get cooler as the evening progresses.
The band will now like to pay a tribute to Coach Jones and his staff and wish them luck tonight by playing the theme for the television series Coach. Together as the band forms, the team runners turn and plays the original Three Jets fight song, Three Cheers for Bingham High.
Okay, we are awaiting the team's entrance to the field. We've still got, I guess, a little bit of time, just under 6 minutes before scheduled kickoff. And we're going to try something a little bit different on the scoreboard tonight. We're going to do the down and line to gain and see if we can keep up on that. It is a challenge to keep up on the clock itself, so the two of those combined, I'll see if I can manage that while I have my cameraman running the main camera just to the right of me atop the press box here at Ron Thorne Stadium. So that should be fun. And while we wait, we'll show you a view of the student section. Looks like it's a whiteout theme, excuse me, tonight. Boy, I have had this cough for the last several weeks, and this north wind talking for a couple of hours just doesn't do my voice any good. So it looks like I see some helmets popping out of the tunnel down there. And Bingham is just about ready to take the field. And it looks like Fotu and Sudbury are going to lead the pack. The two leading rushers for Bingham. And again, tonight is homecoming night. Homecoming dance tomorrow night. 2 weeks from yesterday, Thursday, October 13th, will be senior night. That will be Riverton in the house for that. That's always a special night for everybody. So looking forward to that. You'll want to tune into that early because that's when the seniors will be honored. My guess is about 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time is when those festivities will start. And the students are already getting into it here. Let's get a little bit rowdy, they say. I have to hand it to the Bingham student body. They are into football games, man. That's been one of the best parts of being here under the lights on Friday nights is watching the students carry on. And it's all good, clean fun. Nobody's really gotten into any trouble. So they're fun to watch.
And now here come your 2022 Bingham High School.
And there are your 5-2 Bingham Miners, riding a 3-game winning streak coming into tonight's contest. Facing Copper Hills from West Jordan with an overall record of 2-5. And Copper Hills has had some struggles. They had a 3-game stretch earlier this year where they gave up 149 points to only 9 scored by Copper Hills. So their defense has struggled right there in the heart of the schedule. We'll see how they show up tonight. Bingham with a pretty fierce ground attack, although don't underestimate Dylan Martinez's arm. He's shown the capability. He had a really good passing game last week over at Mountain Ridge, and he can sling it when he wants to. So I'm looking forward to a good balanced game. I don't think Bingham has actually played their best game of the year, to be honest with you. It seems like they have a quarter, maybe a half a quarter where they're just not clicking. Last week was an example of that. They came out pretty flat in the first quarter, but picked it up in the last 3 quarters to come out on top of Mountain Ridge. And but I just don't feel like they played their best game yet. So I guess that's probably an okay thing, a good thing perhaps, especially as the season is winding up and playoffs are just a few weeks away. But I would like to see a well-balanced game. I will say that last home game against Harriman, the defense showed up, and that was probably the turning point in the game. A lot of batted balls. I can think of a few quarterback sacks, 4th and out, turnover on downs. Defense really played well against Harriman. So looking forward to seeing what the Miners have to show tonight versus the Grizzlies of Copper Hills. Okay, and we are just under a minute before the scheduled kickoff. Copper Hills has yet to take their side of the field. They're going to do their pregame ritual over there in the corner, and they are going to make their way into your frame here in just a second. And there they are, running from south to north. They will occupy the east sideline of the field. And you can tell we are not deep into fall, but we are certainly into fall with the visitor side at kickoff completely in the shade. A few weeks ago, they were basking in the blazing sun over there while the home side was in the shade. So that's just how the sun goes and the light dissipates in the fall. So we'll see if we can call out the coin toss here. And I'm going to go ahead and take the countdown timers off. We all know it's starting soon, so no need to put that up there. And that will fade away. Okay. So let's see. So far, the last 4 home games here, maybe just the last 3, have all been deferrals. Whoever has won the toss has deferred. So let's see what happens here tonight. That seems to be the trend. Although if Copper Hills has given up that many points, I may want to take the ball right away if I'm Bingham. Let's see what I can do on offense. Again, that references to a 3-game stretch Copper Hills had where they gave up 149 points to just 9 on the offense. So bit of a struggle there for the defense on those 3 games in a row. Copper Hills at 2-5. 0-2 in Region 3, Class 6A. They had a pretty good showing last week against Riverton. They did come out on the losing side, however, 34-14. And it looks like Bingham has deferred, and Copper Hills will receive. So Bingham won the toss and deferred, and that kick will go to Copper Hills. Okay, so we're going to see if we can get this down and to-go marker to work. I have no doubt we can get it to work. The challenge is going to be to keep up with it. In addition to the clock, so we've got 12 minutes on the clock, matching the big board. We'll wait for the 1st and 10 to appear until we have a 1st and 10. And we are about ready to get things going here. And that north end has filled in, so all the seating that is left is on the north side. And you can see the student section is quite crowded. Cheer squad's down there out in full force. Copper Hills has taken the field. And set to kick off is number 93 for Bingham. And of course I don't have him on the roster, so he shall remain nameless. We'll just go with number 93. Oh, and that's an onside kick. Oh, and Bingham has it. Oh, they had it. Oh, they get it. Yes, they do. They recovered it. Oh, my goodness. Let's do a replay on that right off the bat. Bingham with an onside kick. Surprising Copper Hills. Jumps on it, and it squirts away, and they get it again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, talk about razzle-dazzle right from the start. Bingham pulling one out of the hat. Whoo, Coach Jones. I love it. All right, so we're down to 11, looks like 11:58. I can't quite see, there's a pole in the way over there. So we're gonna try to do this down and to go here. 1st and 10, Bingham, as Dallin takes the snap. Dallin is off and running. Dallin not quite to the 50-yard line. And that is now going to be 2nd and about 7. And put that on the board. Oh man, that onside kick caught me off guard, no doubt about it. I think Copper Hills was going, what is this? All right, so there's Dallin on the keeper again, and pushing, and he will get a 1st down. That will move the chains.
Tackled by Raymond Ray, number 24. And that's a Bingham.
So 1st and 10 at the 42 of Copper Hills. And Dallin hands that one off to Sudbury. He weaves his way inside. He's got some room. He's got a guy to get around, trying to push his way, and he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And that will move the chains once again for the Miners. So a 1st and 10. And we'll just try to sync the clock up here. There we go. So an onside kick to get things started, recovered by the Miners, who were kicking off, having won the toss and deferred. Dallin's back to pass, and he's got a man open down there. That's Peck, and Peck is in for the touchdown. That is 6 for Bingham. Let's take a replay on that one. Yes, sir. Oh, baby. Dallin with a nice pass over there to Peck. And Peck is in for the score. So let's put that on the board. That is a touchdown, Bingham. Outstanding. +6 for the Miners. We've got 10-11 left. Extra point is up and good. So what a heck of a start for Bingham. Onside kick recovery, marched down, what was that, 3 plays? Maybe 4, and 7 points up on the board. Outstanding. Okay, let's see. Do you roll the dice again? How about that? Roll the dice again and try to get a onside kick recovered. I don't know. I don't see that happening. But what do I know? Absolutely nothing. Okay, we got our cameras ready. And let's see if they boot it away or they try a squib, or maybe they've got something on the scattering report on these guys. Who knows? Oh, that one's going all the way to the end zone, to the back of the end zone, and through the end zone. So Copper Hills will take over on the 20-yard line. And that'll be 1st and 10 for them. And that's a quarterback. That might be a Wildcat. I'm not sure if that's a quarterback back there or not. Looks like he got about 3 yards, so we're going to call this 2nd and 7. Second and 7 for Copper Hills as they try to gather themselves. And the ball gets away from the quarterback, and the quarterback falls on it. So we'll take a replay on that. And that was just hiked over his head, it looks like. Yeah, well, went right through his hands, actually. So, boy, a shaky start for Copper Hills. And that's going to back them all the way up. This is going to be 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
With just about 9 minutes left in the first quarter. And it's a handoff, a little razzle-dazzle, and they've got a man in the middle, but it's batted away by Bingham and incomplete, so that will stop the clock. Let's take a look on that one. And yeah, just nothing there. That was triple coverage. No way that was going to make a lot of sense. So this will be 4th and 14. And the punting team will come out for Copper Hills with a lone returner for Bingham. The kick is away. It's over to the far side, bouncing, 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 and they down it at the 43-yard line of Copper Hills. And that's where Bingham will start. So 1st and 10, and we'll get the clock squared away. 8:46 left here in the 1st quarter. Well, we were looking for that complete total game from Bingham, and so far, I know it's early, but they have absolutely delivered. And it's a handoff inside to Sudbury. Sudbury pushing, pushing, pushing. Gets down to about the 40, looks like the 43-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. It's a short 5. Call it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 5.
As Martinez gets in the shotgun snap, he's looking to throw it. He's going to throw it across the field on a short screen, and that was a forward pass, so that's incomplete. And that's 8:01 on the clock. So that will bring up 2nd and this will be 3rd and 5, my bad. Third and 5, 4-2, the lone tailback. And Dowell's going to look over and get it to Peck. Peck's got a 1st down to the, and still on his feet, to the, call that the 31-yard line. So a nice run there by Peck for a Bingham 1st down. So a nice 3rd down conversion there for the Miners. Let's see if Dowland's going to go ahead and throw. He's going to keep it himself after the fake, and he's got some room up the middle. He's got a couple of guys to beat. He's down to the 5 and will be tackled right at the 5. So a nice play there by Dowland Martinez to fake the handoff and just take it himself right up the middle, calling his own number. And we are 1st and goal. And there's a flag on the field. Nope, that is not a flag. That's my mistake. That is a timeout, Copper Hills. So 7-11, 1st and goal, and we will pull a timeout off the board for the Grizzlies. So first and goal from the 5-yard line. Bingham has the ball. The play clock has started. The Miners have not yet taken the field. Here they go. 15 on the play clock, so they need to make a little bit more of an effort to get out there. 10 on the play clock. And looks like they're going to be just fine. 5 on the play clock. Dowell's going to keep it, and Dowell's going to run it in for 6. And just like that, another 6 on the board for the Miners. Take a replay on that one. Pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy right up the middle, Dallin Martinez. So we'll put another 6 on the board for the Miners. We'll give it a little touchdown action on the overlay. And we'll line up for the extra point. And that is a flag this time. The call is offside on Copper Hills. So Bingham gets to move it just a nudge closer for the extra point attempt. Snap is good, ball is down and up and through the upright for the extra point. So a nice drive by the Miners. To go up 14 early in this first quarter. And again, if you missed the beginning, you can obviously rewind and see what happened, but the first play of the game was an onside kick by Bingham, which ricocheted off of a Copper Hills player at the 50-yard line. Bingham jumped on it, had it, squirted out, and then they fell on it for good and took over. And that's how the game started. And already we're at 14-0 here, so Bingham is showing their stuff tonight, early on. And that's a pooch kick this time. And that's a live ball. That's a live ball. Bingham has it. Bingham has it again, I believe. And let's see what the official's going to call. We're awaiting the call. Oh, they're going to say Copper Hills recovered. Wow. So a pooch kick, and that is just basically an onside kick, just a little bit deeper down the field. So Bingham trying to catch Copper Hills off guard again. Almost successful in that. As let the clock get away from me. So 7:03 in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for Copper Hills. So Bingham pulling out all stops already here in this first quarter. Trying to just smother Copper Hills. And nearly got away with it again. So Copper Hills under center. And they're pushing, and they are past the first down. So that will be a first down for Copper Hills. Nice run there. And that will move the sticks. So 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. Ball has been spotted at the 44-yard line of Copper Hills. Another snap to the backfield, pushing. That's going to be stopped right at midfield. That will bring up 2nd and 4. For the Grizzlies.
2nd and 4.
Well, so far we haven't gotten too discombobulated with the down and line to gain to go. So we'll try to keep that going here. And that's an inside kind of reverse switcheroo with a gain of about 2. Boy, there was kind of some late action there. Not sure what that Copper Hills player is trying to do. But this is going to bring up 3rd, and we're going to call it a long 2.
3rd down and 3.
So 3rd and a long 2, excuse me, for the Grizzlies at midfield. And the runner does have it. He's down to the 45-yard line of Bingham, so that will move the chains. 1st and 10 for Copper Hills. So Copper Hills moving the ball a lot better this possession. Doesn't look like they have much of a passing threat at all. Bingham just needs to clog that middle up. Oh, and there's going to be a flag on Bingham, unfortunately. Yep, that's offsides. That'll make it 1st and 5.
Bring the ball to the 40-yard line where it's 1st and 5.
And that clock is just not wasting any time. I need to catch up to it here. There we go. So 1st and 5 for the Grizzlies. Copper Hills with some good blocks over there, and they're going to have a 1st down to the 28-yard line of Bingham. So that'll be a 1st and 10.
And good enough for a 1st down to the 28-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for Copper Hills. And this time they're going to run down the left side, get away from a couple of tacklers, and down to the 22-yard line. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. With the clock continuing to run here in the 1st quarter. So 2nd and 4 Grizzlies. And that's pretty much a run game for them by all appearances. And that's going to be close to a 1st down. It might be just short. Let's see what they do here. Do the referees. They do not move the chains, so we're going to call this 3rd and 1. At the 19-yard line, and they do need to get to the 18, or just probably the 18 and a half. Play clock is down to 9. And they're going to run it again now to the right side, and a good block there by Copper Hills, and they did get the 1st down on that one, so a temporary stoppage of the clock. They are apparently all about the run. So 1st and 10 at the 15. Copper Hills just marching down on the Bingham defense. And they've got that line so bunched up, they really pick off the Bingham defenders pretty well in their blocks. And just kind of make their way down just like that. Still pushing that scrum. That's down to the 9-yard line. So that's going to be 2nd, and we're going to call it 4. So 2nd and 4 Copper Hills. They're set up in the run formation again. This time they hand it off inside, and they're going to push down to the 5. Let's see where he marks it. No, he marks it at the 6. Ooh, and it is really close to the marker. Are they going to give him the 1st down? Does not look like it. It is 3rd and inches. So 3rd and inches for Copper Hills at the 6 of Bingham. Coming up on a minute left in the first quarter. And that's an inside handoff right up the middle. Copper Hills with 6 of their own, so a good answer by the Grizzlies after really having it handed to them there in the first half of that quarter. And number 27 just runs it in right down the throat of the defense, and that'll put 6 on the board for Copper Hills. So the big board is showing 55 seconds, so we'll run that back up.
And the extra point is good.
And they made the extra point, so Copper Hills with an answer, taking the score to 14-7. So a lot of action here in the first quarter with just under a minute left to play. Okay, so Copper Hills will kick off for the first time tonight. And we're about to find out if there's some reciprocity in the game plan for Copper Hills when it comes to onside kicks. Bingham with 5 defenders on the line. Might be expecting something here. They're kicking from the far hash, which is a little unusual. Usually they kick right from the center of the yard line. And they're going to pooch it, and it's going to travel out of bounds over there, so that will generate a flag by the official. And Bingham will get the ball. I don't know if that was a pooch or they just wanted to kick it out of bounds and not risk a return. It was kind of an interesting play there. So Bingham will take possession at the, where does this go, to 40? Where are they going to mark this ball? Oh, they're going to make, Bingham's going to make Copper Hills kick it again. And that's the second time I have seen a side judge make a call where the referee, the white hat, normally makes the call. The side judge makes a call, and both times, this one has been on a kickoff, and the other time that I saw the side judge make a call was on an extra point attempt. So that's a little bit new to me. So that's going to push Copper Hills back to the 35 as Bingham makes them kick it again here. Let's see what they want to do. And again, they pooch it. And Bingham takes it past midfield. So an interesting strategy on the kickoffs so far with 48 seconds left on the clock. And Bingham will have this 1st and 10 at the Copper Hills 47-yard line. Dallin is under center. Fakes the handoff, is looking to throw it downfield. He's going to bomb one right to Peck. He's got it at the 10-5. Touchdown! Woohoo! Oh, Bingham! Yes, sir. Dallin with a beautiful pass to Maddox Peck, and Maddox is in for his second touchdown of the game. Fantastic, fantastic, Bingham. Wow, what a quick strike. There are still 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Bingham with another touchdown, and the extra point is forthcoming. And it is good. So Bingham goes up 21-7 on an outstanding pass play across the middle over to Peck. Peck catches it and goes in for the score. So as I mentioned in the pregame, do not underestimate the gunslinger Dallin Martinez. I know this is a run offense primarily, but Dallin can sling it, and he is showing that tonight. So great pass by Martinez. Okay, the kickoffs have been the most interesting part of the evening. So let's see what Bingham can do here, or what they're going to do. And they're going to go long and through the end zone again. So no trickery on that kickoff, just a boot all the way through the end zone. Copper Hills will have that. Let's see if Copper Hills can answer. And another hike right to the tailback, up the middle. And that's going to be second, and we're going to call that 6. As the clock winds down, Copper Hills does not need to run another play. And it doesn't look like they're in any hurry to do that. So this will be the end of the first quarter. Lots of scoring, 28 total points in the first quarter. Pretty exciting stuff. Bingham leads 21-7.
At the end of the first quarter, Copper Hills 5.
Copper Hills with the run right up the middle again. Bingham just cannot stop that up the gut run. And Copper Hills gets the first down.
And second, Varsity.
Copper Hill's finding success with the run game. Bingham, for the moment, unable to really snuff it out. Oh, and they're going to try to throw it, and there's nobody over there, so that'll be an incomplete pass. So they had the idea, the notion of trying to mix it up a little bit. Just an airmail out of bounds over there. So second and 10 for the Grizzlies at their own 35-yard line. And up the middle it goes, and pushing to the 40. Looks like they're going to give him to the 41. It is the runner, so that will bring up third. And 4.
Third down and 4.
Hills looks to their sideline, checking on the play. Play clock down to 6. And they're going to run it up the middle again, and that will move the sticks as they make it to the 48-yard line. So first and 10, Copper Hills.
First down, Copper Hills.
Pretty clean game so far, not a lot of laundry on the field. I think we've had one flag, maybe 2 at the most. I think we had one on an extra point attempt, and then there was an offsides, yeah. So just 2 flags thus far in the contest. And Copper Hills going to go ahead and hand it off inside again. And this time Bingham finally stuffs him out, and they're going to give him a yard on that one, so that'll bring up second and 9. Ball has been spotted at the 49-yard line of Copper Hills. Again, big surprise. They do cross midfield. They're going to give him the 50, the 51. How about the 49 on the other side? That will bring up third and 7. That 51-yard line is deceiving. Gets me every time. And they're going to look to throw it. And that's not going anywhere. Oh, it was intercepted by Bingham. I don't know if I have a replay on that. Let's see if he does. Yeah, he does get it down there. That's an interception by Bingham. I thought it was incomplete. It was hard to see with all the players standing down there. So Bingham with a pick right at near midfield at the excuse me, 48 yard line of their own side of the field. And we're going to reset things here. First and 10 Miners. So not a wise decision by Copper Hills to try to throw on that one. Clock is at 8:05, so we're pretty close on that. And a nice play there in tight quarters by the defense to get that pick. Dallin weaves his way down, and he will be marked just a yard short of the first down. Boy, I thought he got it. Not sure how they come up with that spot, but this will be second and 1 for the Miners.
Second and 1.
Sure seemed like he made the line of the game on that one. sure. Nevertheless, second down. 1 yard to go at the 43-yard line of Copper Hills. Now Martinez is back to pass. He's got Peck again over the middle, and Peck is running free and is tackled. Oh no, he's not down yet. He's not down. No, he's not down. He is not down. That should be a touchdown. That should be a touchdown. Watch this. Oh, his elbow did get down. That's my bad. Yes, sir. Okay. They did make the right call. Yep. His elbow was down. Yep. So good call by the official. I thought he was just landing on the defender and could still go. So that'll be at the 21-yard line with 7:03 on the clock, and we are going to go 1st and 10. So nice to have the replay to look at that again. My apologies, Mr. Official. You did get that right. And the clock is running, so we're already a little behind here. 6:42. There we go. We're caught up. Oh, what did I miss? Did they call a penalty?
1st and 15.
They did call a penalty. Okay. Let's see where we're at with the clock. 1st and 15. And Downs going to pass. And oh no! And it's intercepted by Copper Hills. And he's got one man to beat. And he does beat the quarterback, but big number 62 comes in to finish it off. So a pick by Copper Hills, and he dodges Dallin, but the lineman just says, nope, you're not getting any further than that. So a turnover right back to Copper Hills. And they will take over 1st and 10 at the, where are they going to mark this here? Trying to get the clock squared away, 6:22. And the field announcer helped me out there, 49-yard line. I had one of the other cameramen come over and ask me, was he down on that? His replay showed the elbow hit the ground, so. Almost for Bingham. And again, right up the middle, and they just cannot stop that scrum. I mean, it looks like a rugby play. It's just straight up the gut. So this will be 2nd and 2. Clock continues to run. Boy, they've got to make an adjustment on defense. It's too repeatable to just let it keep happening. So I expect that to end in the second half after they have a chance to talk about it in the locker room at halftime. Coach Jones will fix that. And they're going to run a sweep over to the far side. Cuts inside. There's a flag on the field. And that's going to be a holding, I do believe, on Copper Hills. Flag is at the 43-yard line. It is a hold on Copper Hills. So that's coming back. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 14.
2nd and 14.
We started the clock, so we're just a little bit off here. We'll get it synced up here in a second. Another sweeper to the far side, and Bingham snuffs that one out, so that's going to go for Bingham a couple. It will still be 3rd, and I don't think that was any gain. No, that's going to be 3rd now and 14.
3rd and 14.
So no gain on the play. And we are under 5 on the big board. Let's make that adjustment. 4:52, there we go. So 3rd and long, excuse me, for Copper Hills. And it looks like the near receiver is lined up in the neutral zone. We'll see if the referees call that. Again up the middle for a short gainer. Still going to bring up, oh, and there's a flag. There's a flag by the side judge. Looks like sideline interference. And that is the call, sideline interference against Copper Hills. And what will Bingham do? Will they decline this? Oh, guess they don't have, well, they threw the flag, so this is a call that confuses me. Is that just a warning when they throw the flag over there? It may just be a warning. So 4th and 9. I think the last time I saw it, they did penalize. And that ball goes out of bounds. Yeah, that's a confusing call. Usually, I don't know. Seems like a warning should be just that and not a flag, but nevertheless, no harm, no foul. 3:55 as the students get a little rowdy here. So 3:55 left in the second quarter. Bingham with the ball. And a handoff inside to, is that Sudbury? I can't tell who that was. Yeah, that's just going to be a gain of 1, it looks like. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Bingham with all 3 of its timeouts. Hands it off again inside, and that is Sudbury, and he's going to take it around the near side. He's got a blocker, and out of bounds at the 40. He's going to mark him out. 46, it looks like. So that'll be a 1st and 10 for Bingham. And there's some whistles happening. It looks like Copper Hills will take a timeout. So 3:09 on the clock, 1st and 10, and we'll pull another timeout off the board for the Grizzlies. So Bingham showing a little run of its own. Even though their primary weapon this quarter has been the air attack. Nice game by the Miners so far. So 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Bingham will pick things up. 3 receivers near side for the Miners. Let's look maybe for a screen down here. And that, ooh, it looked like that's what it was going to be. And Gallen just says, I'm going to take it up the middle myself. And Dallon's got some wheels. He's got 1 man to beat. To the corner of the end zone is Martinez, and he is in for 6. The 2nd rushing touchdown of the game for Dallon. And here we go on the replay. Never going to catch him over there. And tips toes through the tulips into the end zone for another 6 for Bingham. So 2:53 on the clock. We're going to put another 6 on the board for the Miners and give it a little touchdown action on the scoreboard. Always like to see that. Extra point forthcoming for the Miners. And it is up and good, no doubt about that one. So 28-7 for Bingham with 2:53 left in the second quarter. And the Miners putting up some points. And this isn't over yet. Going to stop here and let's see if we can put up some more before the end of the half. Okay, well, if you missed the opening kick, what you missed was an onside recovery by Bingham. That's how we started. Then it was a pooch kick by Bingham on the subsequent kickoff after scoring that they nearly recovered. Copper Hills came back with their own pooch kick. And so it's been a bit of a strategy game with the kickoffs. Let's see what Bingham has in mind here. What they have in mind is kicking it down to Copper Hills. And Copper Hills running it back, not quite to the 20-yard line. Looks like it's going to be at the 19, first and 10. Got the down and yards to the line to gain. 251 on the big board. And let's see if one of the teams can put some more points on the board here with just under 3 minutes left. Copper Hills with one timeout remaining. Bingham with all three. Bingham can stop them here. Looks like a gain of 2. Nope, it's going to be a gain of 1. And I was going to say, if Bingham can stop them here, they're going to call timeout. They should call timeout. That's exactly what they did. So 2:45 on the big board. Bingham burns a timeout. And that's going to bring up second. And I think that's 9. They gave him a yard on that one. So we're going to call it second and 9. And I can see that the band has vacated their seats in the student section. It looks like they are going to put on quite a halftime show coming up here. So look forward to that. Homecoming week at Bingham High School for football. This is the homecoming game. The homecoming dance is tomorrow. Senior night is Thursday, October 13th. So 2 weeks from yesterday will be the final regular season home game for Bingham, and that will be senior night. So looking forward to that. Okay, let's see if Bingham can get a stop here after burning a timeout to stop the clock. And it looks like they do bunch it up there, and they're probably going to call timeout again, and they do. So a nice defensive play there. 2:40 on the clock. Bingham will pull another timeout off their board. And that is going to bring up third and, what is that? It's like third, a long 5. We'll call it third and 6. I retract that statement. It is third and 5. Nose of the football is right at the 24, and they need to get to the 29. So 3rd and 5. Okay, let's see if Bingham can get the ball back here with a stop. They have got to stop the run up the middle. That has been what's worked for Copper Hills so far. Don't jump off sides. Don't give it to them. Plenty of time on the play clock for Copper Hills. And there's the snap, and there's the run, and they cannot stop the runner, and he is past the line to gain. And that will be 1st and 10, Copper Hills. So does not quite work out for the Miners there. So 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. Bingham with 1 timeout remaining. That's a bit of a disappointment there. Had it dialed up just right on the first 2 plays, called your timeouts, and just let that push get too far ahead of you and couldn't stop it. So 1st and 10, Copper Hills. Another run up the middle, and that time, no, the runner is still kind of pinballing around down there. And that's a gain of 3, so this will be 2nd and 7. Clock continues to run. I don't know if Copper Hills dares to put it in the air again. They've not had a lot of success. They threw it into triple coverage. They threw it to a player to be determined in the open field over on the far side, and then they threw a pick. So the air passing game hasn't worked out too well for them tonight. They're going to keep it on the ground and run it right up the middle again. Bingham does stop it at the 37-yard line. Bingham will not take a timeout to try to run it or try to stop it. So this is going to be 3rd and about 3. So we'll go 3rd and 3 on the board. Clock continuing to run. Play clock at 10. So if Bingham can get the ball back here, they might have a chance for some last-minute points, but they've got to stop him first. And they do stop him. And a nice defensive stop there by the Miners. And Coach Jones is out there signaling timeout, so that will stop the clock. That's going to bring up 4th and 1 for Copper Hills with 31 seconds left on the clock. We're going to round up. It's 31.8. We're going to go 32. So 4th and 1. Let's see what Copper Hills elects to do. I would think they would kick it. My guess. And I need to pull that final timeout off the board for Bingham. So Bingham can't take them with you, so all 3 are gone. Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't look like they're going to kick. So Copper Hill's going for it here on 4th down. And the clock will start, and they will push across the line to gain, and that is a 1st down for Copper Hills. So 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies with 25 seconds left. And Copper Hills does not need to run another play if they don't want to. The play clock at 22. Game clock 10 seconds behind that. So it looks like they're now they call timeout. What? 10 seconds left on the board. It didn't look like they were going to do anything, and I guess they figure, hey, we can't take them with us either, or can't take the timeouts with us either, so we'll call timeout. Okay, so 10.3 on the board. And here go the students. So this could be a little razzle-dazzle upcoming. I mean, it's been inside handoff and short sweeps on either side of center. But this would be the time to pull one out of the hat if you got a trick play. Bingham's really focused on that run up the middle. Let's see what Copper Hills can do. And they are going to run it around the near side, and they get a, ooh, boy, he about broke that. And that's going to stop the clock with 3 seconds left. That will move the chains, and let's see how quickly the clock operator starts the clock. It has started, and it will run out. So that will be the end of the first half with Bingham 28 and Copper Hills 7. And the Copper Hills sideline is looking at the referee saying, why did the clock start so quickly? The referees are going to honor the timekeeper, and that will be the half. So, and I just realized I was off screen on that whole time looking at the students, so that is totally my fault. But that was the call, so Bingham will go in 28-7 at halftime. Looks like the band is lining up for their presentation. So we'll keep it here and enjoy a 15-minute intermission. So we'll check back in with you in about, well, it looks like I have 17 on the board, so we'll figure out what the timer's going to be and put it up on the screen and go from there. So thanks for joining, everybody. Catch up to you in a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Bingham Dance Company, cheer team, and Irish performing Big Energy.
We may have to put the background audio loop on. We'll have to see what content is going to play and if we're going to get a mastergram from YouTube here. So my apologies to the dance crew. We'll let this ride. I think this might be okay, so we'll let this go. Bingham Dance Company cheer team and the Pirates. Now please welcome to the field your beautiful and talented Bingham Dance Company performing Check It
choreographed by Big Tackle under the direction of Gina Terra and Lori Fritz.
Words, I can triple many birds. Open your mind, you see the surface in the sky. My baby, brother, wrong, the belly. High, you mad, how you slice it up with
Now welcome to the field, your Bingham Cheer Squad! Your Bingham Cheer Squad! Now for tonight's halftime entertainment continued. Please welcome the Minorettes. Tonight they will be performing a hip-hop routine. Again, please welcome the Minorettes.
From the plane to the star, helicopter, yeah. Cops pulling up like I'm giving cards, yeah. Nah, I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Calling my phone like I'm not there, nah. From the plane to the star, helicopter, yeah. Cops pulling up like I'm giving cards, yeah. Nah, I'm a pop star, not a doctor.
All's my lifeline has tonight. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. You can hear me, you feel me? We gon' be alright.
Back to them, I leave the packs on my back to them. Yep, the crew's back, what's happening? Rewind, about to make these folks rap again. Diamond chains on my neck out. Young money in the cut like a shakedown. Tell a tip from the bands on my paper.
Everybody knows me, I can be on the scene. Rolling on the green, got me, say that to
Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment also continues this evening, the minor marching band will perform in part of their 2022 competition show. Under the direction of drum majors Gracie Langford, Pete Butler, and Brandon McHenry, the band will perform music from the show A Moment Capsule. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this year's BHS Marching Band competition opener. And please, we want to wish the band good luck as they compete at Utah State University tomorrow evening.
The students are booing the non-whiteout participants who showed up in all black attire, so kind of funny. Not sure what the band's doing out there. Looks like they're getting ready here, finally ready to go.
At this time, we would like to introduce the 2022 Bingham High School Homecoming Royalty.
So we've got more festivities happening here. 3 minutes on the clock. We'll have to reset that here in a second.
Gavin Curran and Maddie McIntosh. Our first attendance, Nathan Parsons and Caitlin Gardner. And your homecoming king is Spencer Johansson.
What?
And your homecoming queen is Paige Nelson.
Okay, so we put a little time back on the clock. The big board is showing 36 seconds, 35, so we're synced up with it. Halftime ran a little longer than was expected, so hopefully this gives the teams enough time to stretch out, get loose, and get ready for the second half. Bingham will receive, having deferred by winning the toss, the coin toss. And again, if you missed that opening salvo, it was an onside kick by Bingham, recovered by Bingham. They went down and scored on the ensuing kickoff. They pooched it and nearly recovered that. So some unexpected tactics on the kickoffs for Bingham to begin the game is how we got things started tonight. And it looks like the officials have taken their spots on the field. Copper Hills is out ready to kick off. Bingham now taking the field. We'll get our countdown timers off the board here. And get things started here in the third quarter. And a short kick. It bounces at the 21. Bingham picks it up, off and running is the returner. It looks like it's Sudbury, and he's up to the 40-yard line. So a little bit of time came off the clock. We'll wind that down to 11:52. And it will be 1st and 10 Miners. So let's see what Bingham can come out with here in the second half. Pretty good offensive showing in the first half. Their defense was taken a little aback by the run game of Copper Hills, but they only gave up 7, so pretty well rounded game thus far. And that is Sudbury up to the 46. That's going to bring up 2nd and 4. I thought that was Sudbury. I think the field announcer called some other name, so. Clock is running. I failed to start that. And that's a run by Fotu right up the gut, and that is 6 points. Wow, that took me by surprise. I wasn't even paying attention. Let's see if the cameraman caught it. He did, and he is gone. Oh, man. So there you go. Way to go, Bingham. 6 just like that. That's going to take the clock down to 11:01 on a 2nd and 4. Fotu just takes it to the house, so 6 more for the Miners. And a touchdown on the board, extra point forthcoming. Extra point is up and good. So 35-7, just like that for Bingham. Boy, you turn your head for even a second in this game and you're going to miss something crazy. Okay, this has been the interesting part of the night. Kickoffs. Let's see, excuse me, what Bingham's going to do here. Looks like he's going to go ahead and launch it. And this will be returnable. No, it will not be. It's going to go through the end zone. So I thought the return player for Copper Hills was going to field that at the 1, but just let it go over his head. So we will go 1st and 10. Copper Hills at their own 20-yard line. And it has definitely cooled off. We are now in the mid-50s here at the field, so fall is in the air. There's no doubt about it tonight. The wind has died down, which is usually the case. Otherwise, it would be really cold. And let's get that clock started as a run tries to transpire up the middle. Looks like they're going to give him 3 yards, so this will be 2nd and 7. That is a run up to the 30-yard line, and they are going to move the chains on that one. So 1st and 10 Copper Hills. See if Bingham's been able to make any adjustments on that middle run game. Here they go, and not able to stop the runner is Bingham, and that is going to move the chains again for a 1st down. So we'll leave it 1st and 10 with a temporary stoppage of the clock. Quite figure out how Copper Hills is getting their way up inside. I think Bingham would be able to stop him by now. There we go. There's a little better defense on that one. And they're still going to give him 2 yards, so this will be 2nd and 8. Boy, Fotu just took off like he was on fire. That last play to score. I was looking out at the monitor and looked up to see him going in for 6. Nice play there. See what Copper Hills can do. Looks like they're going to run it again up the middle, and again, Bingham's just not able to stop that. Oh boy, that is a 1st down. Temporary stoppage of the clock. I mean, this is like old school, what is it? Army versus Navy with the Army running the ball. 61 of the 62 plays. There's another run right up the middle. And they're going to mark him at the 43, so that'll be 2nd and 5. Bingham stops him that time right at the 35-yard line is where that one will be marked. So that's going to bring up third, and I'm going to call it a long 2.
Third down and 3.
Field announcer wants to go with 3. I'm calling it 2.5. So
Let's go, Miners, make some noise!
and Copper Hills will be short, just short of the first down. So this will bring up 4th. And they're going to say no gain on that. So I'm going to leave it on 4th as 4th and 2 to the line to gain. Probably a little too far for a field goal attempt. They've only punted it once, so their 4th down attempt was successful the last time they did it. I believe that was their only attempt in the first half. And they are going to get it here down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 go the Grizzlies with 5:45 left in the third quarter. So Copper Hills just taking their time. I don't think Bingham's going to complain too much if Copper Hills wants to run the clock out. They just don't want them to score down here. See if the defense can come up with some magic here. And boy, that was some confusion inside, but they managed to push the pile forward and get 4 yards out of it. So this is going to bring up 2nd and 6. Copper Hills runs it again up the middle. They just cannot stop number 27. I mean, and that's going to be pretty close to a first down. Looks like they're going to call timeout and measure. And there's a flag down on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be. Took a dead ball personal foul on Copper Hills and a dead ball personal foul on Bingham. Penalties will offset, and it will be 3rd down again. Or, did he say 3rd or 2nd? Looks like they're going to flip the marker over to 3rd, so this will be 3rd and, there we go, 3rd and 1 it looks like. Okay, let's see if Bingham can stop him here on 3rd. And they cannot. And boy, that number 27 is just a bruiser down to the 27-yard line. Sorry, down to the 17-yard line. And that will move the chains. So a lot of time leaking off the clock here in the 3rd quarter as Copper Hills has kept it on the ground, running it 2, 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. And should we call 27's number? There we go. He's got it. And down to about the 13-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and I'm going to call that 8 maybe? you're a wide receiver in the Copper Hills game, you're not doing much. Maybe blocking on a sweep to your side, but back just like that. Ooh. And one of the players there gets mowed down. Looks like everybody's okay after that. I'm going to call this 3rd and 5. Looks like you got a couple on that one.
3rd and 6.
So the ball's marked at the 18-yard line of Bingham. Excuse me. Yes. No. 13-yard line of Bingham. Boy, I'm losing my bearings on the field here. 3rd and 5, it should be. And Bingham picks it off, and here comes the returner, and he's going to be caught from behind at the 35-yard line. So a nice interception there by the defense. Let's see if we got that on replay, and we did. And just got tackled there at the 35, so it's probably the way, not the way you wanted to draw it up, but let all that time go off the clock. Bingham goes down, and then they turn it over. So didn't give up any points and let pretty much the whole quarter expire. So there you go. .210 on the board. And let's see if Bingham wants to air it out here or keep it on the ground themselves. Ooh, that almost looked like a false start, but Sudbury's got it at the 40, cuts it inside, and is going to be stopped at the 43-yard line. And that will not be enough to move the chains, so that's going to bring up 2nd and, what's that going to be? Oh, it's like 2nd and 1. So clock winding, 2nd and 1, Bingham at their own 44-yard line. Spread the offense a little bit here. A little bit of confusion. And that's Dallin. He's going to keep it. He's got some running room. And yeah, after a pancake block, Dallin's going to take it to the end zone for 6. And yes, sir. And no, I don't think we got the pancake block there, but there was a nice block to spring that one. And Dallin takes it all the way in for another 6 points. So Dallin having quite a game this evening. Put 6 more on the board. Do our touchdown dance on the screen as we await the extra point. 1:12 left in the 3rd quarter. That ball is up and over the net this time for the extra point. So 42-7. And I was muted again. I did it to myself again. I always do that at least once a game. Forget I've got the mute button on and Just keep talking like everybody's there listening to me. Why is the clock running? The clock on the field is running. It doesn't make any sense. It should not be running. I've got 1:12. Why is the clock running? Can you see it running? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, now the officials are catching it. Somebody, well, Copper Hill should not have had to take a timeout. Okay, that makes absolutely no sense why the field clock was running. The play clock, understand, but the game clock is all the way down to 39.5 seconds. Copper Hills took a timeout. It doesn't even look like they're arguing, so I am thoroughly confused at this point as to how that clock should be even running.
If there is a Sarah who has lost their phone, a Sarah, you've lost your phone, please come.
And the Copper Hills staff doesn't even have the attention of a referee. Boy, that is just perplexing. It was a touchback. It makes no sense why the game clock would be running. And then Copper Hills has to call a timeout, I guess, to regroup. I don't know. Well, we're going to wind it down on the overlay here. And they started again. Boy, this is really strange. I don't know that the clock operator has it together here on the field, to be honest with you. As Copper Hills takes it out to the 24, so it's going to be 2nd and 6. And that is really strange. Believe me, I make my fair share of mistakes on this broadcast. But when you're running the game clock, you need to have a little more sense about what's going on. And the officials might be talking about this finally.
At the end of the third quarter, Copper Hill 7.
Time has run out.
42.
In the third quarter. So we'll keep an eye if any, I don't know what can happen at this point. Looks like they're just going to call it a day on the field. But we're going to move to the fourth. Bingham up 42-7. And I had 2nd and 6 for Copper Hills. And that still looks like the down and line game to go. So we'll go into the fourth quarter here. And what we don't want is a clock operator to make some mistake like that during playoffs for either side. That's just not at all what we want. So need to get that taken care of. Okay. And again, they wind the clock. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. It's my misunderstanding on the clock. They do wind it when the score, I can't remember the threshold, but that threshold has been reached. When there's a certain differential in the score, they will wind the game clock, even though it should otherwise be stopped. Kind of like the mercy rule in baseball, the 10-run rule. If you're up 10 after 5 or whatever the case may be, the game's over. This is a slightly different version of that. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. I had to figure it out on my own there to keep it straight. Okay, so I think we got it here. Now that that's resolved, that was a 3rd down play, so and there's a flag that was just thrown. So let's make sure we're all synced up on everything. 10:59 on the big board. And that was a 3rd down play, so this is going to be either a repeat of 3rd down or 4th down. That was 3rd and 4, it looked like. So let's see what the call will be. Dead ball, personal foul on Bingham. So that will be a first down for Copper Hills.
First and 10 from the 44-yard line.
And they're going to wind the clock, and here we go. Okay, yep, makes sense now. I'm with you guys. Ball is on the 44-yard line of Copper Hills. I'm sure some of you are watching this just wondering what in the heck I'm doing talking about anything when I can't quite remember the mercy rule or the clock rule upon the differential that's been met, but we're all learning here, and I apologize for that misunderstanding. And that's going to be a loss of one or no gain. That's going to be close. I think we're going to call that a no gainer. That'll be 2nd and 10. So Bingham in control, in all likelihood, will move their record to 6-2, and by improving their winning percentage, will have some opportunity to move up in the RPI. Currently holding the 6th spot, well within the top 8 that will receive a bye in the first round. So hopefully that can hold together for the next 2 weeks. And that's another no gainer. So this is going to be 3rd and 10. And the run game of Copper Hills is stalled. Bingham's maybe figured something out there. Copper Hills is basically just handing it off to number 27 right up the middle and getting 5-6 yards every time. First down when they needed it. So far they've been stopped on this drive. Here we go again, and that is 27, and he does get 2 out of that. So this is going to bring up 4th and 8. And a bit of a decision for Copper Hills, I suppose. Nothing to lose if you go for it. And it looks like they're going to bring out some different players and kick it away here. 4th and 8 is just a little too much to try to gain when you're not quite to midfield. So we'll see what the punt brings. Clock is running, 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Play clock also running down to 10. And a timeout is going to be taken by Bingham this time with 8:22 on the big boards. We'll pull one off for Bingham. Looks like they were a little confused with personnel themselves after Copper Hills had brought out the punt team.
After the game, we asked the players to please stay off the field. After the game and the draft, with 10 minutes after the team leaves the field,
we're busy watching the students of the flag, and there's a play happening on the field, so a little distracted, I suppose, to say the least. That clock did wind down to 8:03. That was a punt and out of bounds, and Bingham looks like they'll have it at the 10, their own 10-yard line. 1st and 10. So chasing butterflies up here on top of the booth are the broadcaster and the cameraman. Primarily the broadcaster that's controlling everything. And the clock is winding now. Okay, we are reset. We'll see what happens with Bingham. Looks like we have a new quarterback in, number 10 for the Miners. looking for Dallin. I don't see him down there. Looks like this is going to be 2nd and 8. So in at quarterback is number, I believe it was number 10 is what I saw. And that is Alec Bolter, also a senior. And there's a flag on the play. And off, well, he said offsides Bingham, but I guess that, okay, I guess that is a call. Usually it's offsides on the defense and some other call on the offense, but the ball will be moved back, and this is going to be 2nd and 13 now for the Miners. As Alec takes control now for the offense. Number 10 for Bingham hands it off to number 21. So we've got some new faces in the game for the Miners. And number 21 is Chase Swenson for Bingham. It looks like it's still going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 we're going to call it. With 6:13 left in the game. Bingham in control, 42-7. Shotgun formation, and they got a good call on with the screen, but Copper Hills gathers themselves and does stop the runner short of the line of game. So this will bring up 4th down and 6. So it looks like they had a blitz on, or the blockers just let him go. And that screen could have worked out really nicely, but Copper Hills did find a way to blow it up. So a punt forthcoming for Bingham. And the kick looks like maybe off the side of the foot. And it's going to go out at the 38-yard line of Bingham, which is where Copper Hills would take over with 5:14 left in the game. And they're going to wind the clock, so will we? So homecoming week comes to an end, at least the weekday comes to an end with a victory upcoming here for Bingham. The dance is tomorrow. We've got senior night in 13 days on Thursday, October 13th, which will be the last regular season home game for the Miners heading into the playoffs. And again, if Bingham can stay in the top 8 in the RPI, they will get a bye that first week, which will give them some rest and hopefully a home game for round number 2. And this is going to be 2nd and 4. And right up the middle goes number 27. He will have a first down. As the clock continues to wind. So the ball is at Bingham's 27-yard line. Under 4 minutes to play now. 1st and 10, Copper Hills. 90% of their offense has been right up the middle, so let's see if they do it again. And there's the hike and the push. And it looks like they're going to mark him at the 25. So this will be second and call it 8. And there's a whistle. And oh, an injured player. Let's see what we have there. It looks like a Bingham player down. Some concern by the players on the Bingham side as they take a knee. Coach Jones is out there checking on his player. Don't have a number on him yet. Looks like it might be a knee or an ankle. Looks like he's going to get to his feet. And he will need some help off the field, so that's not a good sign. Oh, goodness. Really limping severely. That looks like number 81 for Bingham. It is Sina Afamui. Oh, and they're carrying him off the field. Okay, we're back to action. Clock is running, so let's hope for the best for the Bingham player as he makes his way to the bench. Trying to keep an eye on two things here. We'll see how number 81 fares, haven't made it to the bench. Looks like this is going to be 3rd and 2 now. And he's getting some attention here on the bench, so hopefully all is well and he'll be back on the field soon. Maybe not this game, but next week. As Copper Hills takes it, and they will have the first down at the, this is going to be the 14-yard line of Bingham. So 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. Well, Bingham hasn't given up any points yet this half, so let's see if they can hold them again. It might just be a matter of time, literally. With the clock running out. And the play is up the middle once again, and Bingham does stop it with a 2-yard gain, so this is going to be 2nd and 8 for Copper Hills. Clock continuing to run here. Copper Hills in no real hurry to run a play. They'd like a moral victory of some kind here to get some points on the board. They make a nice inside handoff, and down to the 9-yard line is the ball carrier. So that will bring up 3rd and 4 if Copper Hills elects to run another play. It looks like they're going to have to if they don't, unless they want a penalty. So time running out for the Grizzlies. They get it down to, it's going to be marked at the 7-yard line. And it's like a stoppage on the field. 23 seconds on the big board. And I think Copper Hills may have called timeout. So we'll pull one off the board for them. Going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 3. For Copper Hills. Let's see if Bingham can hold them and get a turnover on downs and then knee it and be done with it. Okay, clock is winding. Copper Hills with the ball, pushing, and stopped short of the 1st down. And that will be a turnover on downs. Bingham will take over, I do believe. Yes, that is a turnover on downs. Bingham does hold him. So a nice stand there by the Miners to hold Copper Hills to a mere 7 points in this game. And Bingham need not run a play. I believe the referee will wind the clock. And this should be the game for the Miners. Let's see if they're going to make them line up out there. It looks like they are. But they do not have to hike it. And maybe they do just to knee it. So congratulations to Bingham, 6-2 on the year. 2 games to go in the regular season as the clock does wind. And there is no need to take the snap at this point. Just let it run out. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And that is the end of the game. So the Miners 42, the Grizzlies 7. Congratulations to Bingham. That's 4 in a row for your Miners. Headed over to West Jordan next week. Back home to close out the regular season with Riverton. And we'll get the students some love here as they celebrate another victory for their football team. Take another peek at that schedule real quick. So with the victory here tonight, October 7th over in West Jordan at West Jordan High School. Then back home for senior night on Thursday, October 13th. So looking forward to that. Congratulations to the Miners and Coach Jones and his staff on putting together 4 good wins. And this was probably the best all-around game that I've seen Bingham play all year. So they're really trying to get it together and make a push to go deep in the playoffs. So looking forward to that in a few weeks. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed everything. We made a few of our own mistakes, but that's bound to happen. And we will catch you in exactly 13 days for senior night here at Longhorn Stadium. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining.